Mokhali. I am back with another YouTube video. I hope everybody's doing good. I hope everyone is doing fantastic. And thank you to everyone who always like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you to the new subbies, and thank you to the OGs. Your effort really does not remain unnoticed. I'm pretty excited to record this video because I am not alone. I am with this gentle brother.
Hey,
How are you?
good, and you?
I'm good. It's actually an honor. Okay, it's actually a privilege to have you here.
Thank you. It's my honor, actually.
Yeah, it's your honor. It's my privilege to have you here. Because I know you're a tough cookie to crack, so I really appreciate this. I hope this is not our last video shooting together, right?
Hopefully.
Like hopefully. So anyway, this is Vukose. I call him Vista. Y'all can choose Vista, Vukosi if you want to.
No, they're calling me Vukosi. So.
Okay, Vukosi. You can call him Vukosi. And today, before I get there, I always record reflections videos during my birthday week, but this year I couldn't record any video because I was preoccupied. But it's not late, and I knew that this year I didn't want to do it alone. That's why I chose someone I'm always with. So we will be mentioning five things. We'll be mentioning 5 things we've learned throughout the year, and I'll be using my phone and he'll be using his diary.
Okay.
He'll be using his diary. Oh my god, it's so awkward recording with you because wow, but we'll get used to it. Yeah, I'll be using my phone and he'll be using his diary. So the title of the video is just 5 things we've learned throughout the year. So are you gonna start or should I start?
You can start, ladies first.
Ladies first, okay, I'll start. So the first thing I've learned throughout the year is that we need to live in the moment or live our best life. And this lesson, I've got it from The Alchemist. I'm obsessed with that book. Let me just give you guys a background of what was happening and why it meant so much to me. Why was it a lesson to me? So it's a book about Santiago traveling, being a shepherd, and his sheep. So throughout the journey, he meets different people and advices, right? So he met this wise man. I think they call him wise man from the book. He met this wise man, and this wise man gave him a task to actually explore the museum or the place. I don't remember, but he gave him a task to explore something, and he gave him 2 drops of oil, right? And Santiago started exploring the place. But during that journey, Santiago was too focused on the spoon of oil, meaning that he didn't notice what was happening. He was just focusing on the spoon so that the oil does not spill. And when he got to the finish line, the wise man said to him, did you see that portrait? And Santiago's like, oh no, I didn't see anything. I was too focused on the spoon, right? Then the old man sent him again. It's like, no, you need to see that portrait. Then now the second time Santiago went on the journey, Santiago was in the moment. He focused on everything that was happening around that museum or that place. He saw the portrait, he saw other intriguing things throughout the process, but he forgot about the spoon of oil, right? And when he got to the finish line, the old man was like, how is it? And Santiago was so excited, and he told the wise man all about it. Then the wise man asked him, where is the oil on the spoon? Santa's like, oh, I actually forgot about it. It's spilled. And the wise man said to him, I quote, the wise man said to him, the secret of happiness is to see all the marvels of the world and never forget the drops of oil on the spoon. So I just learned that the drop of oil is responsibility, like being responsible. So that's where I've learned that we all need to live in the moment and live our best life while we are responsible. I know a lot of people like saying we only live once, but actually we live every day. So make best memories throughout those days, but responsible.
Oh, yes. And look, I think that you only live once. Saying for me, it's like you only live once. So we better do everything to the best of our ability and enjoy everything. To get it. There's no second. There's no second life to get it. So don't be reckless while enjoying those moments. Also.
Facts.
Yeah, and I think you've noticed, like, remember we used to have game nights earlier on?
Yeah.
During like first year, second year. And at the time, we did not really like fully enjoy, fully embrace those moments until 2 years later when we stopped having those game nights. Now we wish we could have them every single day.
I know.
So I think look, living in the moment is just enjoying every single moment or every single season that you are in.
Yes, and I also have another example of whenever you go out with your friends, right? We shouldn't be too focused on our phones, because I feel like our phones is, let me say, a symbol, or it's almost like that spoon of oil. Do you understand what I mean? Like, we can't always focus on the phone. Also, creating moment, actually looking at your phone now and then and taking pictures now and then, it's also necessary to live in the moment. And I don't know how to put it, but it kind of makes sense that you can't always focus on your phone on your night out, but you can always check up on the spoon. Does it make sense? It doesn't.
No, it
Like,
does.
in my
No, I
head,
hear you.
it does
It
make
does.
sense that you can't always focus on the spoon of oil, and you can't always
You need to
focus.
be in the moment.
You have to
but
have a
also
balance.
photograph those moments so
Yes.
that you can look
Yes.
back. Yeah. Okay,
Thank you
makes
very
sense.
much.
My first one is boundaries.
Yep.
Yes, I think that is that is
First
my
one.
number one.
Yeah.
And I think I sort of learned that from you and like certain podcasts that I listen to, like Nice and Neat. And I think, like, I'm a friendly person, but sometimes I can be too friendly. Yeah, sometimes I can be too friendly, and that has led us to compromising positions to get it within our relationship. So, I don't know.
No, it's right. Never mind me. Yeah.
So that has led us into compromising situations within our relationship, and I think that's when I sort of realized actually I need boundaries so that I can safeguard our space, safeguard our relationship, and through setting boundaries in our relationship, it also helped me with like the people at church. Because those are people that we interact with every day. So now at church, I don't, ever since I set boundaries with them, I don't get people overstepping their mark. Do you get it? I don't get the younger kids disrespecting me or thinking they can make moves on me, for example. Yeah. So that is the one thing that I've learned, and it was not just in our relationship and at church, but it also extended towards the workplace. Yeah. Because I think, like my previous employer, it wasn't the best environment to get it. We had people who were, because I don't want to say the word, but
racial issues. There's like
Exactly,
racial issues.
But the minute I got there, I made it clear that I didn't like it when they said certain things. I made it clear that I don't like being talked to in a certain way, and regardless of whatever happened, they never disrespected me. To get it, they always spoke to me in a respectable manner. They never crossed any boundaries with me, and that's like the one thing that I really, really, really appreciate. Because now it safeguarded my space at work. I never felt at any point that I was being disrespected by anyone, because whenever something happened, I made it clear that this doesn't sit well with me.
Oh yes. And also, like, in the topic of boundaries, I feel like a lot of people overlook the importance of internal boundaries, like having boundaries within yourself, that I'm not gonna do this and that, just to please anybody else. It's fine not to be liked, because sometimes if you break those boundaries, you kind of lose a bit of yourself. Yes, you can get praised by like outside people, but your cup within, it's lowering.
Yeah, I get you.
Yeah. You also have to set your internal boundaries, that you promise yourself not to cross this and that. If you feel a certain way, you're not going to do it, because you will show up before yourself, and you will always going to be proud of yourself. And it also erases attribute self-control. You end up having self-control towards certain things.
That is true, because I feel like you can't set boundaries towards other people when
you don't have boundaries. Period.
Everything starts from within.
Sure.
Once you're able to set boundaries within, then you can implement those boundaries. You get it. Spread them towards other people, other relationships.
Oh yes.
And one last thing also, sorry, on boundaries.
I
think we shouldn't be afraid to set boundaries on family members as well. I think that's one important thing as well. You get it. So I think boundaries shouldn't have conditions. Boundaries shouldn't have favorites. Boundaries should remain the same, whether it's with your mom, whether it's with your friend, whether it's with whoever it is. For you to be consistent, you need to set them, and they have to be the same with everyone.
I think another thing of like boundaries, I don't want us to get into that, because it's a conversation on its own. If you don't have boundaries with your family, you're gonna lose other people. Does it make sense? Because you always want to please them and overlook everyone that is around you. For example, if I constantly allow my aunts, my cousins to to influence my decision making in the relationship, it's also gonna affect us in a relationship, because I might take those advices, but those advices might not work for us. You understand? So kind of set a boundary with them and say, guys, this is where you end. I love you so much, but this is where you end. Point is, making mistakes. Okay, making mistakes early is better than making mistakes later. I got this lesson from Saw, the TD Jakes book. Saw, it's about businesses actually having a business mind, and he actually puts it like this: today's mistakes are tomorrow's wisdom. I think I've mentioned this a couple of times in my YouTube videos, that I'm actually happy that I'm saying I was. I was actually a perfectionist. I wanted things to happen I think I still am in certain things.
But it's better now.
It's better now in certain things now. I was a perfectionist. I always wanted things to be like this. If it's not like this, I'm not happy with it. But now I am so comfortable in making mistakes and learning from those mistakes, because in those mistakes I know I'm not starting from zero. I'm starting from those mistakes, because imagine making if you try to be a perfectionist while you're still starting, or trying to make things to be 100%, or avoiding mistakes while you are starting, and you start making a mistake while you are earning $1 million. You see, it will cost you a lot. So I think we need to start embracing making mistakes now, and not being hard on ourselves, because those mistakes that we do when we start with our 100 rand, with our 50 rand, will teach us something tomorrow. Right? I didn't have the right word. Will teach us how to deal with certain things when coming our way, when we have $1 million rands.
I think look, it's always better to have to make mistakes, like you said, while you're starting out. Make mistakes before you have a family, because once you make mistakes and it affects the next person as well, I think that's when it becomes a problem.
Yeah. In you saying that, like, making a mistake now, it's only going to affect you. When you make a mistake, when you have a family, it's going to affect everyone.
It affects
It's
everyone
costly.
else.
So let's try to embrace the mistakes that we do now, then trying to prevent them now, because they're going to catch up with us later on.
And the important thing also on the mistakes part is learning from them, because I see making mistakes, but if you're making a mistake and you don't learn from it, then
it's kind of pointless.
It's pointless. It's pointless. So always take mistakes as learning opportunities. Look back and be like, okay, last time I did it this way. What can I do different to get a different result?
I was having a conversation with Matlazi just yesterday, and she said something very profound, that mistakes are not really mistakes. Mistakes are what you thought it was right at that point, because now you're at a better place. You see a mistake when you are at a better place, but it's not a mistake, it's what you thought it was right. So don't regret, but embrace those mistakes. You know exactly. Now.
I feel like I always want to make an example of Ronaldo, because football fan. Anyways, look, when he started out at Manchester United, right? He was a dribbler. He lost the ball. He did certain things, but he was man enough to listen to listen to the people around him when he made mistakes. And a few years later, he got rid of those mistakes, and that allowed him to flourish as a player. So as people as well, like when we make mistakes, let's allow people who know better, who are
to
around
correct
us,
us. Oh my goodness, yes. What about Messi?
It's okay. I mean, yeah.
You don't have anything to say. Okay, your next point.
My next point is discipline.
Yep.
Yes, I think this is. I feel like this plays a huge role in each person's life. I think you can have all the money in the world, all the success in the world, but without discipline, you are living life on the edge. Literally living life on the edge. I think discipline. I feel like discipline is the most important thing. Or one of the most important things that an individual can have. And I learned that from David Goggins. I love listening to his motivational speeches, his interviews and stuff like that. And he said that for you to enforce discipline in your life, right? You need to set out things that you have to do and do them regardless of how you feel. To get it. Don't let emotions
dictate your outcome.
Exactly, dictate what you do. Oh, thank you. Don't let emotions dictate the outcome or whatever it is that you have to do. To get it. Whether you're feeling sad, whether you're feeling happy, if you have to study at 8 o'clock, study. Because if you don't study, you're still writing that test on a Monday.
Sure.
So you feeling sad or you feeling whatever it is that you're feeling,
moment,
it doesn't help in that situation. And I'm not saying that don't listen to your emotions, right? But I'm just saying that we need to have discipline in our lives, and we need to prioritize things that matter. And with the discipline part, I think now, like we started this gym journey. And throughout this gym journey, we've slowly started installing discipline in different areas of our lives. Before gym, we wanted to eat healthy, but it was very difficult to eat healthy to get it. But after gymming and seeing the benefits of gym, now we eat much more healthier than before. So sometimes I feel like you need to take certain steps for you to build that discipline in your life. Discipline can't just happen just like that. You can't just wake up and be like, there's something that you have to account to, or a person that you have to account to in order to build that discipline.
Yep, I hear you. God, I pray for discipline. I pray for discipline. Okay, is it third one? Yes, my third one is Genesis 1. In the beginning, God created heavens and earth. I actually learned this from a lady from church literally 2 weeks ago. That's recent. When she asked us a question that, who did God create these heavens and earth for? Right? So it was for us to answer. And in me answering that, I feel like, is it pop English?
Yeah, it is. Continue.
Okay, in me answering that, I feel like God created heaven and earth for us to embrace and exalt him, and in doing that we have to do whatever we do to our best capabilities. And if we do that, it's like, God, thank you for the space. I'm gonna make an example about my workplace, right? I like using that. I feel like this job that I'm at now, it's a God-given job. I prayed so much. I was like, God, I pray for this and that, and he gave me exactly what I needed, right? And in me showing appreciation to what he gave me is what working to my best ability, showing up, not complain. I do sometimes work is exhausting, but I try to limit my complaints. So I try to do whatever I'm given. I try to do it with my utmost best. I try to go an extra mile. If I have to go in the morning, I do that. If I have to do things like, if Barry, who wants to do this, I'm always like, yes, I don't mind doing it. It's just me saying, God, here's how I honor what you gave me. So this verse actually solidified that he created earth for us to live in, and we can't just live in this beautiful. Have you seen the world? The world is so great. God is so creative. The way he did the plants, the design on the leaves, like the way he did everything for us is for us to actually show him gratitude, for us to take care of what he's given us, to make sure the sky is a limit, because he said you can do all things through him, meaning that the sky is a limit in what he gave us. So don't take the earth for granted. Don't kill it, right? And don't take it for granted. Show gratitude every day, and showing gratitude to God is making sure that what he created for us is being taken care of.
Well said. I think if you pray for a job, you don't thank God by giving tithe from the salary to get
it's part of it.
Yes, it's part of it.
Yeah.
And you also don't thank him alone by just praying. I feel like the best way of honoring him and thanking for the job is giving it everything that you have to get it,
showing up,
doing that job to the best of your abilities, regardless of the circumstances at that workplace. So for me, that is like plays a huge role in honoring him, because what's the point of you giving tithe, but then you go back to the same workplace and you're complaining?
Yes, man of God.
My next one.
You don't even know. Third.
Okay, third one is choosing which opinions to listen to. Yes. I learned that from a book that you got me. Thank you. The Subtle Art of Not Giving a. Yes.
A what?
No.
Yeah.
Look, I think we live in a world where, like you hear so many opinions on everything that you do, whether it's on social media, whether it's at the workplace, and sometimes you do something not intending on hearing those opinions, but those opinions just happen. So right now, you could like wear yellow shoes, go out. You're gonna hear 1,000 opinions on those yellow shoes.
You didn't even ask for
from the minute you get to the restaurant, wherever you're going, to get until you post the picture. Everyone's going to have a say on those yellow shoes that you're wearing. And the best thing to do for your own health is to know which
opinion you
exactly
take.
Which opinion you take in, which opinion don't you take in. Because some people, I feel like some people just say things with the intention of hurting us. Do you get it? And then there's people who would talk to you, but with like the intention of knowing where you come from, or just trying to
understand why you're doing
whatever you're doing.
Why you like yellow shoes.
Exactly. So I think it's very important understanding when to block opinions, the people that we need to listen to, people that we not need to listen to, because otherwise you're gonna be in trouble.
Sure. Also, what you just said, it's taking me to Santiago.
Yeah.
Did you read The Alchemist?
No. Just the beginning though. I know I know Santiago. Like I think I read half of it. Yeah, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes. Okay. Santiago was traveling, and you can imagine how many opinions he got, and some opinions were not really good. Some there was a lot of things that was happening around him, and some let him lose certain things that were very valuable to him. Yes, valuable to him. Some just put him in a very lonely place, and some made him forget why he wanted to be a shepherd in the first place. So I really recommend this book because I really enjoy. So it shows that we spend a lot of time together, because my fourth lesson is, at the end of the day, it's just their opinion, which is a lesson that I've got from you. And you got it from the book. Yes, it's that it's just an opinion. It's not a fact. You know your truth. People will judge you. People will say a lot of things. You know why you wearing yellow shoes. You know why you started this journey. You know why. I know why I started YouTube. I know why I love talking. You know why you like soccer. Or you are starting a business, or you know why. Them discouraging you, them encouraging you, them doing this, so many words, their experiences, it's just theirs, it's not you. You just have to do what makes you feel okay, because if you listen to everyone around you, you might lose the main reason why you started something. You might lose yourself in the midst of that. You later on, they like, I don't understand the person. Like, why am I rude now? Why am I selfish? Why am I this and that? Because so it's their opinion. You just have to stay true to yourself. To, I don't know. Yeah, just stay true to yourself.
Yeah, and oh, sorry, were you gonna say
yes,
something?
I wanted to say something just after. This other lady from work actually said, for you, actually, it's opinion. Gossip is also opinion, right? This lady was like, for you not to hear what other people are saying about you or the things that you do, né? Make them aware when you're approaching. Maybe in a workspace, or maybe you and your friends are having a sleepover, and you're just like, guys, I'm going to the bathroom, right? And the minute you're gone, they start, when you come back from the bathroom, just sing for them to notice that you're coming, so that they can change a topic, or just call one of them. Rele. They're like, oh, what? Then they start changing a conversation. It will also help you. Like, it will also teach you not to care what other people are saying. You understand?
True.
Yes, that's what I wanted to add.
I think also, like, not caring about what other people are saying, it makes you more comfortable with who you are.
Sure.
Do you get it? Because then your opinions are not diluted. So you will wear something because you are comfortable wearing that item.
Yes. That's how you feel today.
And I think I need to give a shout out to my mom, because besides the book, I feel like this is the one lesson I learned from my mom. And I've always never really cared about what people say or think. You know, I've always managed to somehow, you know, choose which opinions to listen to. And I remember when I was in Bolokwani, right, and I was still that side, I used to wear like shorts.
Yes.
And I think everyone who's from there will tell you.
Yeah.
And that was something that a lot of people were not comfortable with, or were not familiar with. Let me say that, because they were not used to like guys wearing shorts, especially black guys wearing shorts.
And short, not like short.
And it's hard. I'm gonna wear shorts and sneakers, bro. I'm gonna wear like rugby shorts and sneakers.
Yeah.
I'm gonna wear that, you know. And
not Bermuda. About Bermuda. You.
I said rugby shorts.
You are showing your thighs.
Yes. I used to wear. I used to wear those shorts and sneakers.
You still are.
And I still do. You get it. And you'd hear people say, yo, this guy's wearing shorts. Yo, this guy. But I never cared. I had never cared until this day. I still wear those shorts. Because it's hot.
Because it's hot, bro.
To show those thighs.
To show those thighs. Yeah. Is it you?
Oh, yeah, okay.
No,
it's
me.
Yeah,
it's you.
Yeah, we had a similar thing.
Yeah.
Okay. My fourth one is health comes first.
Period.
I think in South Africa, like as black people, there's like a stigma. There's a stigma of us not really being health conscious. Do you get it? And for me, I noticed that is actually very, very wrong. And before COVID, I never used to really care that much. Get it? I never used to care that much. I'd drink anything, I'd eat anything. Do you get it? Because I was like, no, I'm young, my body can handle it. That was my thinking, up until COVID happened and up until we got COVID. And that's when I realized that actually we need to take care of our bodies. We need to watch what we eat. We need to, exercise. We need to make sure that we are always healthy, because there's a lot of diseases that are going on nowadays, and our bodies always have to be prepared for the next pandemic. You get it? And for me, during that period, I was really scared, because I think after I got COVID,
our phone switched up on us, so we'll just have to continue where we stopped. It was actually amazing, but it is what it is. So yes, your COVID story.
Oh yeah, I was saying that after COVID, I got sick again, and I was really, really sick, and I was scared, and I've never I've never been that sick before. To get it, so I was just wondering what's happening to my body, what is going on. And for me, that was like one of the most scariest experiences I've had last year. And from that day, I told myself, you know what, now I need to take care of my health. I need to exercise. I need to eat right, so that I can be ready for anything. To get it, and not just being ready for anything, but live long enough, through God's grace, obviously, to be there for my grandkids. My grandkids. Because you remember earlier on we were talking about how we don't see a lot of male black elder people. To get it, and that was concerning. So I don't want to be part of that. I want to change that. I still want to be running even in my 80s.
I would like to just clarify this, or rather I would say big up to you, because I know you're not just saying this because of the ring light is here, the camera is here, but you are actually practicing what you're saying right now. You actually eat healthy, you actually motivate or influence me to exercise. Shout out to you.
Thank you.
My last point is there's nothing God cannot rescue us from. This goes hand in hand with, who did God create this earth for? He created this earth, he created us, he knew us in our mother's womb, meaning that whatever that's gonna happen throughout our life or our journey, he already knows. And in Jeremiah, he does state that if something happened, I will be with you and I will rescue you. So basically, the sky is a limit for each and every one of us.
Speaking of God, my next one is fearing the Lord.
Come on, man of God.
So I just want to know from you first, what is fearing the Lord to you?
Fearing the Lord to me. Why are you putting me? This is my YouTube channel, please. Okay, but anyway, I feel like fearing the Lord. A lot of people are scared of God, like Amotaba, but I don't think it's supposed to be like that. But fearing the Lord is actually being obedient to His word. I know you like saying hating what He hates and loving what He loves. That is, for me, my definition is that being obedient to what He says we should do. I know we can't be 100%, but there is condemnation or conviction in doing what He does not love. Like, for me, if I engage in certain things, right, I would feel horrible. So for me not to feel horrible, I rather not do that. Yeah.
I think that was well said.
Yeah.
Basically being afraid to disappoint him.
Yeah.
To get it before sinning, you have him in the back of your mind.
Yeah.
So can you go to Psalms 25:14? This is not a sermon, by the way.
Okay, I'm excited. Yeah. Psalms 25 verse 14.
14, yeah. Read your version, please. Then I'll read mine. Okay.
Psalms 25. Rivitsa pasalem ti pasaleme. Or Psalms. Can I read them?
Pasalim. I think it's Pasalim.
The Pasalim.
But there's another. Okay, no.
Yeah, I know.
There's another weird one that they use, bro.
Yeah, I forgot. Okay. But anyway, Psalms 25 verse 14. The Lord confides in those who fear Him. He makes His covenant known to them. Can I repeat that?
Yes.
The Lord confides in those who fear Him. He makes His covenant known to them.
Then mine says, the Lord is a friend to those who fear Him. He teaches them His covenant.
Yeah.
So there's a story, right, about a certain person who feared the Lord a lot. Abraham. So Abraham feared the Lord a lot. And Abraham had relatives in a place called Sodom, right? But God wasn't happy with the people in Sodom. And He wanted to send 2 angels to go destroy the place. But before He did that, because Abraham feared the Lord so much, the Lord went and confided in him. But yet there were people in Sodom who were saved. Do you get it? So this just shows that being saved is just not enough. Being saved doesn't mean that God will come to you, He will speak to you, He will tell you all His deepest secrets. To get it? He might provide things for you, but it doesn't mean that He will tell you everything. So anyways, there were people that were saved in Sodom, but none of them feared the Lord as Abraham did. So because he feared the Lord so much, God went to him and he consulted. He consulted with him. He's like, Abraham, listen, I am thinking of punishing the people of Sodom. This is what I want to do. Abraham was like, God, please, for my sake, please don't do this. Eventually, God decided not to punish those people.
Yes, Lord.
And those people were saved because of the fear of the Lord that Abraham had in him. So I feel like it's one thing that we need to have to get it. And fearing the Lord also means not accepting sin around us, to get not tolerating sin around us, in the sense that if our friend sins, if your family sins, tell them in a proper manner. To get it, tell them in a proper manner. So for me, there's like the most important lesson that I've learned, and I always make an example of fearing the Lord with like when you're older and you're so afraid of disappointing your parents.
When you're younger.
No, when you're older. Thing is, when you're younger, and you're afraid of the punishment. If you don't, like when you're younger, if you come back late, you're afraid that you might get spanked.
Okay.
But when you're older,
you don't mind being spanked?
You don't mind being spanked, but you mind disappointing them. Your parents being disappointed hurts you more than them spanking you. So if your mom says, don't go out, this disappoints me. You know how you, like, as soon as you go out and you're there at that party, you feel bad because you know what you're doing is wrong. You know that the next day your mom will be so disappointed. Same thing with sin. Before you wanna commit adultery, whatever it is that, you think twice before doing it, and that helps you to get. So we need to have the fear, and fear is not always a bad thing. There's good fear that prevents us from harming ourselves. It's like when you see a dog there, the gate is open, you see the dog, you're not going to proceed. You're going to wait there until it goes back in or until the gate is closed to get it. So that is good fear, and I feel like there is no better fear than the holy fear.
Yes, Lord. Yes, Jesus. yeah, no. I'm so grateful for that, because I believe that there's like I'm grateful for this opportunity. Let me start, but I'm grateful for this opportunity, and I know that there's a reason why we were able to have a conversation on YouTube. Like, there are people who has to receive what you just said, that you can be saved, but you can be saved but not fear God. But the most important is to be saved and to fear God, so that God can make you his friend, so that God can confide you. Yes, Lord. So that God can confide in you. God can tell you next step. God can, God can tell you what's gonna happen. Be careful of this. I'm so grateful. I'm really I am my heart is filled with gratitude that you were able to agree for this moment, and I know that everything happens for a reason. Do you want to say anything?
No. Thank you for having me here.
Yeah,
honestly.
sure. It's a pleasure.
You made it easy for me.
Yeah.
Although it's my first time doing all of this, you've made it an enjoyable experience. So I'm grateful for that.
Yeah. Guys, we have come to the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed this video as much as I did. I am excited. I'm really, really excited. And please don't forget to comment down below what you have learned the past year. Please don't forget to just tell us what you've learned from this video, and obviously please don't forget to like, comment, and if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe and invite other people to this exciting family. Thank you very much. Bye.